Hi, this is Kimberly. Bitch just can't stop. According to Denver 7, also known as the Denver Channel, in Colorado Springs, piece of shit Grouch, the woman accused of killing her precious stepson, Gannon, faces a new charge after a fellow inmate told authorities she was planning to escape from the El Paso County Jail, officials said on Thursday, June 4th. She was charged with solicitation to commit escape. Dumb bitch. She already faced a murder charge and 8 counts of crime of violence in her stepson's killing earlier this year. The other inmate, thank God, told investigators that piece of shit in early May was planning to break out of her cell window with a broom handle and had measured herself to make sure her dumbass would fit. They let her keep the broom she rode in on. Fucking witch. The inmate said that piece of shit tried to enlist her help and wrote her letters about the plan. She just cannot stop. The bitch is crazy. The inmate reported Grouch's letters and alleged plan to deputies with the El Paso County Sheriff's Office. Thank God that her fellow inmate has some morals and she has some standards, and that's something that piece of shit bitch witch will never have. Was she writing letters back and forth with her fellow inmate? The inmate said she did not plan to help Grouch, thank God. Because she's probably a whole lot smarter than piece of shit and knows all it's going to do. Number one, you're not going to get away with it. Number two, it's going to add time to your damn sentence. But piece of shit knows she will never get out of jail, so she has nothing to lose. In one of the letters, piece of shit allegedly wrote she was, quote, dead serious about the plan and that, quote, if something comes up on the news like she is no longer in jail or missing, to not be afraid, end quote, according to the affidavit. I'll just bet her attorneys love her to pieces. What a gem. She is set to appear in court tomorrow. This should go over well. I can't wait. She was arrested for Gannon Stauch's death on March 2nd. 16 days later, on March 18th, a road construction worker found the boy's body just off of Highway 90 in Pace, Florida. Piece of shit bitch also faces charges of child abuse resulting in death and tampering with a deceased human body. Did her husband not see any of this coming? At least the child abuse? Fuck's sake. The affidavit in the case was written February 28th and did not include information about how Gannon's body ended up in Florida. Investigators said the Metro Crime Laboratory later determined that blood discovered in Gannon's bedroom and in the Stauch's garage matched blood on a piece of particle board found near Highway 105 and South Perry Park Road. According to the Denver Post, Stauch's alleged scheme involving using a broom handle to bust her cell window with help from a fellow inmate who described herself as, quote, Italian and kind of the bad boy, end quote, according to the El Paso Sheriff's probable cause affidavit. But the fellow inmate told jail deputies about the plan, thank God, and gave them notes from Stauch that asked for help. The fellow inmate told the deputies she did not want to help Stauch because she was worried about her own charges and, quote, knew about Mrs. Stauch's charges and she didn't want to be involved or have anything to do with her, end quote. I don't blame her. See, even the jail badass wants nothing to do with the bitch. She's crazy. Hopefully, she will be put and remain in solitary confinement for everyone's safety, including mine. Hopefully this takes the heat off of me if she ever gets out of jail. But yeah, put her in solitary and keep her in solitary. Just almost kind of like just forget about her ass until she dies from hunger and dehydration, bitch. In 2 notes which were partially written in code, Stauch told the other inmate a family member deposited $75,000 in a checking account and suggested that she would be willing to share in exchange for help. Okay, that's probably bullshit, but if it's not, okay, you need to be put away too. According to the affidavit, Stauch wrote, quote, you have my word to make sure we are MIA. I got us covered, end quote. Yeah, Trust her. Trust her word 100%. Stauch said she had measured herself and knew she would fit through the windows. She needed the other inmate to provide the broom handle. Stauch is segregated from other inmates and only is allowed out of her cell for 1 hour per day, during which she spends her free time alone. Maybe she shouldn't be left alone during this hour. Maybe she should be watched, you think? She needs to be babysat constantly. She is classified as an escape risk and is shackled any time deputies take her outside at the facility. How the hell did she pass notes? She needs to be watched more closely. What little freedom she had needs to be taken permanently. When deputies performed a shakedown of Stauch's cell, they found letter for her daughter that said, quote, "If something comes up on the news, like she is no longer in jail or something is missing, do not be afraid." God. Harley, run as fast as you can, change your name, change your looks, go into hiding. The first arrest affidavit, the one that I've been going over, states investigators found text messages on Stauch's phone that indicated she was not happy in her marriage to Gannon's father and was resentful about caring for his children. I'm sure he wasn't happy either, and he probably picked up on her being resentful about caring for his children. Why didn't he just ask his ex-wife, the one he cheated on with piece of shit, why didn't he just ask her, please take the children back, they're not safe here? The affidavit for this charge states a deputy with the El Paso County Sheriff's Office was approached by the inmate on May 18th about the letter she received from piece of shit. The inmate told the deputy that Stauch would pass her and other inmates' notes by sliding them under the door or through the door jamb, according to the affidavit. The deputy wrote that she was told Stauch planned to escape from a window and had measured herself. The document states Stauch is not to be housed with other inmates at the jail. Well, that's not stopping her from communicating with them. Stauch's preliminary hearing and proof evident presumption great hearing were previously scheduled for Friday, June 5th. Oh, okay, so I guess it's not going to happen tomorrow. And Monday, June 8th. These court dates are still scheduled for her case, but they will be using these dates to have status hearings where both the defense and the prosecution will discuss the case. Okay. So it's going to be slightly different. The defense filed a motion on May 18th to delay her upcoming hearings due to COVID-19. What a coincidence. That's the date Pecia's inmate friend went to deputy about her letters. News 5 in Denver states they will be in the courtroom Friday, June 5th, which is tomorrow, for the status hearing. That's all I've got to say about this bullshit. Much love and peace. Thank you for listening.
There's been a lot of suspicion focused on her from the very start. That's how I was able to speak with her. She wanted to tell her side of the story, and she did.
I am Letecia Stauch, which is Gannon's stepmother.
At the time, the sheriff's office said she was not cooperating with their investigation. She was also the last to see him, and online speculation was running wild.
I'm just ready for Gannon to come home. Most importantly, for him to see his family. But second, I am going to be so ecstatic when I'm able to say to people that I hope they have a really sincere apology for all these theories that have came out online, for all the things they said that I have done.
She was worried about her safety.
The way someone thinks about me, I don't have a problem with that. My main thing is I would never want someone to think that I would hurt Gannon or any of the children in our home, because that's just not the case.
Here's what she said to me the first time I asked her if she had a message for Gannon.
Gannon, when you get here, you'll be able to truly tell what happened. And then I really hope I get a sincere apology from everyone who has made all those things, especially from my husband.
Then I stopped the camera.
I wanted to add one more thing.
She asked to say one more thing, so I turned the camera back on and asked her the same question once again. Do you have a message for Gannon? By then, she had started crying.
And Gannon, I can't wait till you can come home and let everyone know that you're okay. We love you.
We're expecting she will be brought to Colorado to face murder charges in the next few days. Back to you.